Have you ever experienced the sting of being ignored by someone you care deeply about? It's a feeling that can be hard to shake off, like you've been pushed aside and forgotten. The silence can be deafening, and it often leads to overthinking, self-doubt, and confusion. But here's the truth. Being ignored doesn't define you, and it doesn't have to leave you feeling powerless. In today's video, we're going to uncover 12 powerful actions you can take when someone ignores you. These steps aren't just about getting noticed, they're about reclaiming your self-worth, understanding the situation, and responding with confidence and maturity. Let's dive in. 1. Don't react immediately. The power of patience. Your initial reaction to being ignored might be to lash out, send a long message, or confront the person head-on. But acting in the heat of the moment often leads to regret and escalates the situation. Take a moment to breathe. Use the power of patience to regain control over your emotions. By not reacting immediately, you give yourself the time to think clearly, assess the situation rationally, and avoid making decisions fueled by anger or hurt. Silence can be a strategic tool. Let it work in your favor. 2. Reflect on the situation. Look beyond the surface. Before jumping to conclusions, reflect on what might be happening. Ask yourself questions like, is this a pattern of behavior, or is it out of character? Could they be dealing with personal issues, stress, or something that has nothing to do with you? Sometimes the person ignoring you isn't trying to hurt you. They're simply overwhelmed by their own circumstances. Taking time to reflect will help you separate your emotions from the reality of the situation, allowing you to respond more effectively. 3. Respect their space. Show maturity, not desperation. When you feel ignored, the urge to reach out repeatedly can be strong. However, this often backfires and pushes the person further away. Respecting their space isn't about giving up, it's about showing maturity and understanding. People need time to process their thoughts and emotions. By giving them that space, you demonstrate confidence and respect, making it more likely for them to come back on their own terms. 4. Focus on yourself. Redirect your energy. One of the best things you can do when someone ignores you is to shift your focus inward. Instead of obsessing over their silence, invest your energy into self-improvement. Exercise, learn a new skill, dive into your hobbies, or spend time with friends who uplift you. Focusing on yourself not only boosts your self-esteem, but also shows that you're independent and resilient. You are more than someone's attention. You are a person with value, goals, and dreams. 5. Communicate openly when the time is right. Initiate a calm conversation. Once the initial emotional storm has passed, try to communicate openly and honestly. When the time feels right, approach the person calmly and express your feelings without blame. Use statements like, "I noticed you've been distant lately, and it's made me feel a bit unsure." This opens up the conversation without placing them on the defensive. It's about understanding each other, not playing the blame game. Clear communication can dissolve misunderstandings and pave the way for a stronger connection. 6. Don't make assumptions. Seek clarity, not confusion. It's easy to fall into the trap of assuming the worst when someone ignores you. You might think they're upset with you, losing interest, or that the relationship is falling apart. But assumptions are often far from the truth. Instead of letting your mind run wild, aim for clarity. If the opportunity presents itself, ask questions rather than jumping to conclusions. This approach keeps you grounded and helps prevent unnecessary emotional turmoil. 7. Set clear boundaries. Protect your emotional well-being. If being ignored becomes a recurring issue, it's important to establish boundaries. Let the person know how their behavior affects you and what you expect moving forward. Boundaries are not about controlling others, but about protecting your own emotional health. By setting clear expectations, you're standing up for yourself and ensuring that your needs are recognized and respected. Healthy boundaries are the foundation of any strong relationship. 8. Don't seek validation from them. Validate yourself first. When ignored, the craving for validation can be overwhelming. You might feel the urge to do things to grab their attention or win back their approval. But remember, your value doesn't depend on someone else's recognition. Practice self-validation by acknowledging your strengths, accomplishments, and worth. You are enough, with or without their attention. Reinforce your self-worth through positive affirmations, self-care routines, and by surrounding yourself with supportive people. Number 9, use this time to grow emotionally. Turn pain into progress. Being ignored can be an emotional challenge, but it's also an opportunity for personal growth. Use this time to reflect on your emotional responses and learn about your own resilience. What triggers your feelings of rejection? How do you usually react? By understanding these aspects of yourself, you can work towards becoming emotionally stronger. This self-awareness will empower you to handle similar situations with grace in the future. 10. Be kind to yourself. Show yourself compassion. It's easy to internalize someone else's behavior and blame yourself when ignored, but often their actions have little to do with you. Be kind to yourself during these times. Practice self-compassion by reminding yourself that everyone faces rejection at some point. Engage in activities that nurture your soul, whether it's reading, meditating, or spending time in nature. Treat yourself with the kindness you would show a friend in the same situation. 11. Don't let their actions control your emotions. Stay grounded. One of the greatest challenges of being ignored is not letting it consume your thoughts and emotions. You have control over your feelings, and it's important to stay grounded. Practice mindfulness and focus on what you can control: your reactions, your mindset, and your actions. When you stop giving others the power to dictate your emotions, you reclaim control over your life. 12. Move on if necessary. Know when it's time to let go. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, the person who's ignoring you continues to do so without explanation or effort to resolve the issue. When this happens, it's okay to move on. Letting go isn't about admitting defeat, it's about prioritizing your peace and well-being. Not every person is meant to stay in your life, and that's perfectly okay. Moving on is a sign of strength, self-respect, and a commitment to finding relationships that value and appreciate you. Being ignored can feel like a punch to the gut, but it doesn't have to break you. You are stronger than you think, and your response to this situation can shape your future interactions and relationships. Remember these 12 strategies whenever you feel overlooked or unappreciated. They're not just steps to get someone's attention, they're actions that build resilience, confidence, and self-worth. Don't let someone else's silence dictate your happiness. Take control, stay true to yourself, and always remember, you are worthy of respect and love, no matter what. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insightful advice. Until next time, stay strong and keep shin.